Welcome back. I hope you feel so proud of how much you've accomplished so far. You know, there are so many parents who complain about their kids' behavior, who wish things were different. But you're not the wishing and hoping type of parent. You are a take action person who did the hard work. You made this commitment of time and effort because you want the best for your kids and for your family. I'm sure things aren't perfect in your family, and they never will be, but I want you to continue your journey and continue seeing amazing results from these tools. To do that, it's so important that we don't backslide into the ordering, correcting, nagging, reminding, yelling tactics that never worked in the first place. So let's talk about how to know that you might be backsliding and what you can do to prevent it. First, you'll know you're backsliding when you're repeatedly forgetting to use your calm voice, when you find yourself ordering, correcting, and directing too much, when you're getting sucked into power struggles, when you're getting back talk and attitude from your kids, when you see overall misbehavior escalating, or when you just don't feel good about yourself as a parent. These are clear signs that you're probably backsliding a bit. If you do, that's fine. You'll get right back into the course, start at session 1 and work through the sessions in order. Don't skip anything up through session 7. However, let's try to avoid that backslide in the first place. To do that, I recommend 8 tips. Tip number 1 is to print several copies of the complete list of tools from the toolbox, and you can download that from the course. Keep that complete list in places where you'll see it, the kitchen, the car, your bathroom, wherever you spend time. Just like we have visual reminders for our kids, your toolbox printout will help you remember to use those tools in the heat of the moment and use them proactively. Tip number 2, put alerts on your phone. You can remind yourself to use encouragement, calm voice, positive choices, or you can schedule reminders to do your coursework. You're not going to magically find blocks of time in your crazy life. So schedule in just 5 or 10 minutes to go through one lesson. You will be so glad that you did. Tip number 3, put your workbooks in a binder and review them weekly. Parents who experience the biggest transformation from this course are the ones who are constantly engaged in the course material. Reviewing your notes from 1 or 2 sessions a week will really keep the tools top of mind. Tip number 4, complete the advanced modules that pertain to your family. Whether it's a module on morning or bedtime routines, homework hassles, bullying, technology troubles, the advanced modules have step-by-step action plans for you. Tip number 5, redo sessions 1 through 7 again and again and again. I know that sounds crazy, but there is so much to learn, and every time you go through a session, I promise you'll pick up something you missed or you forgot from the last time, or that now directly relates to your kids based on their age or stage. Tip number 6, implement a weekly goal-setting process of start, stop, continue. Each week, pick one tool or one practice you'd like to start doing in the week ahead. Maybe you want to work on inviting cooperation or operating more from the child ego state. Also, identify one thing you'd like to stop doing. Maybe getting involved in your kids' fights or bossing your kids around. And finally, pick one thing you'd like to continue doing, like daily mind, body, and soul time, or using encouragement instead of praise. With the start, stop, continue practice of simple goal setting, the tools will get easier and easier and become just part of the way you naturally operate. You won't even have to think about using them. And your kids will get used to the new system. Before you know it, you'll think, wow, it's been a really long time since I've yelled at anyone. Tip number 7, continue to access the course materials as your kids get older. Parents tell me all the time that as their kids move in and out of different stages, they consistently go back through the course materials and refresh themselves on all those concepts and tools. Tip number 8, read my books to support your learning. My 2 best-selling books, If I Have to Tell You One More Time and also the me epidemic are filled with even more tools that are in the course and tons of new examples that will really help reinforce your learning in the course. And again, if you do begin to backslide, don't panic. You can quickly get back on track by implementing the first response plan, and that is start sessions 1 through 7 again. Increase mind, body, and soul time. The goal is 10 minutes, 1 or 2 times a day. Reduce your ordering, correcting, and directing. Give positive power to your kids by offering choices and training them on ways they can be more independent and self-sufficient. Last but not least, use your calm voice. Our tone says so much more than our words. If we display a calm voice and calm actions, our kids will mirror our behaviors. The most important thing is to truly celebrate how far you've come and recognize that there will be ups and downs along the way. Every time you find yourself slipping into one of your old habits, be encouraged, because at least now you know the difference, and then make a commitment to use a more positive strategy next time. Remember, it's a process and a journey. I'd like to close by sharing a quick story with you. Several years ago, I read an article in our church newsletter that stuck with me ever since. Our associate pastor wrote about her son was getting married that weekend, and she just couldn't believe how quickly time had flown by. Already, he was a grown man and getting married. And in her message, she encouraged us to truly cherish this time with our kids, even the mundane moments. She reflected that so often in our busy, overscheduled lives, we tend to say things like, I have to pick my kids up from carpool. I have to help with the science project this weekend. I have to go out of town for a soccer tournament. Instead of saying, I have to, she suggested we say, I get to. I get to pick up my kids from carpool. I get to help with the science project. I get to go out of town this weekend for a soccer tournament. When we say the words I get to out loud in front of our kids, it reminds us how precious those moments are, and it reminds our kids how much we love them and how much we enjoy spending time with them. As a mom of 2 amazing young men, I can tell you the time flies by. My mission and our mission at Positive Parenting Solutions is to help you treasure that time along the way. I know this is a lot of hard work implementing these tools, but it is totally worth it. When you see your child barrel down everything in his path to jump on you when you walk in the door, it's worth it. When your teenager actually wants to hang out with you because he feels respected and supported and listened to, it's totally worth it. I want to thank you so much for the commitment that you've made to this course and to your family. I truly wish you the very best as you implement these tools and watch your kids become the amazing, self-sufficient, kind, responsible, respectful, grateful people you know they can be. You are giving your family such a gift. Thank you for being part of our Positive Parenting Solutions family, and I wish you and your precious family every blessing.